Black student found responsible for disturbing racist graffiti. Well, you know what they say. The demand for hate crimes in the U.S. is vastly higher than the supply, so they have to make up their own. Student faces appropriate disciplinary action in latest campus hate crime hoax. She better be expelled for this. If they found that a white student had done this, oh, that white student not only would have been expelled, but their name would have been dragged through the mud in the media, and they never would have been able to get to another college. They could never get a job again. This individual needs to be treated that same way. A Black female student has been identified as the vandal behind racist graffiti recently found at a Sacramento high school. A school district leader told CBS 13 the student confessed to the vandalism and cameras caught her in action. I think you got the order wrong. The cameras caught her first and you confronted her and she realized that she was busted and she confessed. She confessed because the cameras caught her in action. Don't forget that. An announcement published February 17th by the Sacramento City Unified School District states that the student faces appropriate disciplinary action for the disturbing graffiti. I bet it won't be anywhere near what a white student would have gotten if they had done this. You know, the student is a minor and has not been identified by authorities. She had written colored and white above water fountains at C.K. McClatchy High School. Colored was written over the older part of the fountain, while white was penned atop a newer portion of the fountain, but also fills water bottles. Prior to the announcement that the vandal was Black, the community activists were in an uproar. The NAACP demanded accountability at a protest. One Black community activist shouted, "We are tired of district letters. We are tired of, we are investigating. What we want is consequences." All right. Okay, you know what? I agree with you. Expel this student. We need consequences. You're absolutely fucking right. We can't keep letting these hoaxers get away with these fake hate crimes. However, now the incident is billed as a prank gone wrong. Oh, okay. Funny how that works. Just a prank, bruh. But weren't you just literally calling for blood? Well, yeah, then we found out the person wasn't white that did it. So it was a prank that went sideways, is my characterization of what the young woman said in her confession, said Mark Harris, attorney with an expertise in social justice, who was appointed last month to help the school district address racism and equity. Of course. Yeah. And once again, would you be saying the same thing? If this was a white student that did this, would you be dismissing it as a prank gone sideways? No, you fuckers would be out for blood. You would want her head on a pike. Don't give me this shit. It should be a moment for our community to come together and make sure this doesn't destroy this person's life, Harris said. Once again, if this was a white student, would you be saying the same thing? Because my money is on no. We don't know why she did it. Well, obviously it's because being a victim is fashionable and there's not enough actual hate crimes out there, so you have to keep making shit up. This is not a situation that is the same as an overt, deliberate move to do something that is racist, destructive, and negative. That's literally what this is. The Sacramento Bee reports that Betty Williams, president of the local NAACP chapter, is upset officials were able to solve the McClatchy High School case so quickly, while the investigation into racist graffiti at West Campus High School continues to linger months later unsolved. Well, maybe it's because the culprit wasn't caught on camera in the other school. Or maybe they're covering for the culprit. Who knows? Why is it that you find something like this where you find Black students quicker than we find white students, Williams said? Well, maybe it's because these hoaxers all happen to be Black. Who knows? Like, I've yet to see one of these hate crime hoaxers be white. I want you to put that same energy into West Campus. I want you to put the same energy to every school district that's dealing with these issues. It's a problem. We have racism that's rooted in this school district. Okay, so the ultimate irony would be if they did bust the other student in the West Campus and it was also another hoax. It was another Black student. Oh, I'd be rubbing it in this woman's face if that was the case. Now, the Sacramento Bee reports West Campus principal John McMeekin has said there are racially derogatory vandalism was directed at assistant principal Elise Verscher, who told Sacramento Bee she found a racial slur written 5 times on the wall near her assigned parking spot on campus on November 6th. In mid-December, that's probably why they haven't solved the case yet. If this follows the pattern of all the other hoaxes, this assistant principal did this herself, and the school's covering for her. They're not going to announce that their own assistant principal did this. Now it all makes sense. That's why this case wasn't solved. In mid-December, the Sacramento Police Department announced that investigators reviewed several hours of security camera video and spotted 3 people who detectives are seeking to identify an interview regarding the West Campus High incident. Racial hate crimes that are later found to be hoaxes perpetuated by people of color are very common. College Fix has reported on dozens of examples in recent years. Yeah, the hoaxes are more common than the real thing. And Wilfred Riley, assistant professor of political science at Kentucky State University and author of the current year -3 book, Hate Crime Hoax, How the Left is Selling a Fake Race War, has examined 643 cases of race hoaxes to date. Almost a third have taken place on college, university, or senior high school campuses. So, liberal parents, when are you going to pull your kids from these racist institutions? Clearly, the most racist places in America are college campuses. Academia is the most racist organization in this country. Stop sending your kids there.